Hi everyone, Teresa here and welcome to my everyday. Today I have a little review for you. I went to Sephora and I splurged on the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. I bought it actually about a month ago and I wanted to do a first impressions. I actually did record a video for you guys and it was in such high demand that I decided it was probably sold out and kind of probably not worth even sharing with you guys because you may not be able to get it. But then I did see a few people say that they were able to find them again in stores. So I thought that I would share my opinions and my findings with you guys since I have been using it for a little while. I did want to share, however, a little background story on how it is that I came about buying this palette, why it is that I wanted to buy this palette. Those of you who have been around for a while know that I am frugal and that I do tend to mostly use drugstore makeup. I do also like to find great deals at the Dollar Tree when things work out for me and they are a great deal. But I did really want to get this palette, especially when I saw it being talked about on YouTube. Graveyard Girl, also known as Bunny, is a fellow YouTuber. She has over 7 million subscribers and she was on her channel talking about how excited she was that she had collaborated with Tarte and that she was going to come out with this palette. She did show a pre-launch of what it looked like and I fell in love with the colors. They were very me. So I even debated on ordering it because there was a pre-order and thought I would just wait until it was available in my local Sephora. But in that amount of time before it launched here in Canada at Sephora, there were a lot of people who got their hands on the palette and did some reviews, and some of them weren't great. Some of them basically said that it was an okay palette, but that unless you were a super duper great fan and wanted it maybe as a collector's item, that was really probably the only reason that you should get it. Some people did like it. Some people were actually friends of hers or knew her, and so I was a little unsure, and so I didn't actually get it right away when it was first launched, and then I had regret because I did start seeing people swatching it, even if they had a little bit of some bad things to say. They were colors that I absolutely liked, and so then I started thinking about how we are all different as individuals, and who's to say that just because somebody didn't like it that maybe I wouldn't. So I did go back into Sephora and I got lucky. They had gotten a new shipment in, so I did get the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette, and I also got the lip paint. She actually came out with two different lip paints. One was in a red color, the other one was in Texas Toast. This is it here. And so I only got it in the Texas Toast. I probably wouldn't have been able to get the red one anyway, even if I wanted it, because it was released in limited quantities. So on to my review of this palette. Like I said, I have been using it now for a little over a month and I am quite enjoying it actually. It comes in this box. There's a picture of Bunny, also known as Graveyard Girl, on the back here. This is the actual palette. Inside the palette, you do get a mirror, and inside the mirror it says, "Believe in yourself, love yourself, embrace your individuality." And I absolutely love that because that is very Bunny. She's a very loving person. She is genuine, and I could totally see her wanting that on the mirror. It also says Tarte on the bottom because that's who she collaborated with. If you're not familiar with her channel, like I said, she has over 7 million subscribers. She's very bubbly, very quirky. Her channel is very different, but I do enjoy it. So that's how I got to know about this palette, and that's basically how I came about to wanting it. Inside the box, you also get this little instructional sheet. It actually has a day look and a night look. I have tried it and they are very, very nice. So it is very good if you're trying to figure out how to use these colors. But onto the palette then. I'm going to take this and just cover up the mirror so I can show you the palette a little bit better. Those are the colors there, and I apologize if my lighting isn't great and it's hard to see. It is especially hard with the reflectiveness of the palette, but those are the colors there. You get 9 eyeshadows. You get a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. I am wearing many of the colors of the eyeshadows on my eyes today. I'm also wearing the blush and the highlight. I'm very much enjoying it. The only one on here actually that I would say is not really for me is the bronzer, and that's just because I'm not much of a bronzer person. I haven't really mastered the art of contouring, so I will maybe practice, but for now I think it would actually be a beautiful eyeshadow. There is the bronzer color there, and I will swatch it on my wrist and let you guys see. That is the bronzer color. It is called Sweet Tea, and it is quite nice. I could see that as a really nice eyeshadow color. I could also see that as a very nice transition shade. So onto the blush. I will swatch all of these colors for you guys just so you can see. This is what the blush looks like on my finger, and that is it swatched on the back of my arm there. It is very nice. Like I said, I am wearing it today. I'm not sure how well it will show up on camera, but I like it. It's a really nice pink color. It is called Does This Thing Really Work? And so the nice thing about all the names of her eyeshadows and her blush and her bronzer and the highlight is that she named them after things from her channel. So either series that she's done or different things. So Sweet Tea, she is famous for sipping on her sweet tea. Does This Thing Really Work is a series that she does on her channel. The highlight color is very nice. I would say that it is probably my favorite thing from this palette. This is the highlight there. It is very, very bright. It did have some mixed reviews from people. Some of them thought that it had a bit too much chunky glitter. It does have some glitter in it. It is a bit powdery, but it is absolutely beautiful. There it is there, and I absolutely love it. It is called Gator Wings, and so that again is something from her channel. She calls her subscribers her swamp family. She is the swamp queen, and she talks about gators and giving alligators its wings when you subscribe to her channel. So I think that is very, very cute. So on to the eyeshadows. The palette does come with this little brush. I actually really enjoy this brush. It is very nice. I did use it in conjunction with some other brushes on my eye look today. And so onto the eyeshadows. The eyeshadows are basically some neutral brownie colors, peachy kind of orangey colors, and some mauvey purpley colors. So the very first one, hashtag SFS, which stands for Swamp Family Strong. There it is on my wrist. It is very, very light. It is what I use today as a base color. The second one on the top is called Natural Peaches, and I will swatch it on my wrist as well, is right there. Again, very, very light, very, very neutral, but you can build it up. The third one on the top is called Dog Man. That is one of the darker colors in the palette. It is an orangey brown color, and Dog Man is the nickname of her boyfriend. So there's the swatch on my arm there. And then the second row, we have Big Baby, which is a matte, almost white, kind of pinky color. It is also really nice if you want to use it as a base color or even as a highlight. I like a shimmery highlight, so I wouldn't use it so much as a brow bone highlight as I would maybe a base color, but it is very nice to have. The second one is called Sassy Bun. She is known for having sassy buns on her head, so that is it there. I absolutely love this color. I do have it in my inner third of my eye, and I will swatch that one as well. That is it there. It's like a shimmery gold, almost bronze color. And I apologize if they're not showing up really, really well on camera. I also don't usually do swatches on camera. I just really wanted to share this palette with you guys. The third color in the second row is called Sippy Sippy. Again, she loves to sip her tea, and so that is it there. It is a very dark, browny, glittery shade, and I will actually swatch it right there for you guys. I really like this color as a going out on the town, maybe a night look. I like to put it in my outer corner. I am not wearing it today, but I do quite enjoy it. In the third row, we have Haunting, which again is like a almost lilac-y color. And I do have that one as my transition shade. And so there's the swatch of it there. It is a nice light, almost mauve-y lilac-y color. The second one in the third row is called Uncommon. And there's the swatch of it right there. And I have that in the middle of my eye. I know it's hard to kind of see because I did blend them all nice. They do blend very nicely. And the last and final color, the third one in the bottom row, is called Man Cat. And I believe that is the name of one of her cats, or one of the cats she used to have when she first started her channel. And that is the swatch there. That is actually the color that I have in my outer corner today, and I did blend it in. So those are all of the shades swatched there. As you can see, there are some neutrals, there's some shimmers, there's some mattes, a lot of brownie, kind of goldish colors, and then purpley mauve colors. But I absolutely enjoy this palette. I am so glad that I got it. It smells amazing. It has this amazing vanilla type scent. It's very rich and luxurious in scent. The only complaint that I would say that I have about this palette is the one that I would say I have been hearing a lot. So I do agree with the findings, and that is that it is very powdery. So there is a lot of fallout with these shadows. And if you're not familiar with that term fallout, it basically just means that when you go to put your eyeshadow on, a lot of the product will fall onto your face. So myself, I do like to put on my foundation first and then do my eye makeup. So an option could be to do my eye makeup and then put my foundation on. One thing that I have been doing and I find is helpful is that I do powder my under eyes to set my concealer, then I do my eyes, and then I brush away my translucent powder, and I find that that helps because it brushes away any of the fallout from the shadows. But again, you can always do your face makeup after and just clean up any of the fallout. It's definitely manageable. It's not a big deal. And for someone like me who is used to using, say, CoverGirl as an example, eyeshadows, I find their fallout to be very similar. And especially for someone like me who sometimes wears, say, Dollar Tree eyeshadows, there's always a lot of fallout. So I wouldn't say that that is a deal breaker for me. They blend very nicely. You also need very, very little product. For example, I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to dip into Man Cat. I just patted once. And just to give you an idea of how much you get, you just need to dip once and you get a lot of pigmentation. Sippy Sippy, same thing. I just dipped once and there it is. Dog Man, and of course these are the darker colors that I'm showing you, but Dog Man, and there's the pigmentation. So if I go into one of the lighter colors, for example, Swamp Family, hashtag Swamp Family Strong, and I do it with the brush, you can't really see it, but again, it is one of those ones where I would mostly use it as a base color. So they are very pigmented, they are very rich, they are very creamy, they are powdery, but they do blend very, very nicely. So I would say that I am very happy with it. I love the packaging. It is very her, again, with this faux wood on the packaging. There's your gator with its wings, and Swamp Queen and Graveyard Girl on the palette. So I absolutely love it. Also did get the lip paint, which is what it's called. It comes in this little box here. On the box it says Tarte lip paint. On here it says Graveyard Girl. When you get it out of the tube, there's Bunny's signature. I don't know how well you can see it, but this one is in Texas Toast, like I said. I really, really enjoy this. This lip paint also got some mixed reviews, mostly because a lot of people found that the color was not compatible for them. It is, I am wearing it today, and it is very light. It's like a mauve-y, almost gray color. Bunny Graveyard Girl is very, very fair, so she probably picked a color that was great for her. Some people are saying it makes them kind of look like a corpse or like a ghost. I really like it. I think it works really, really well for me. The only thing that I was surprised about it is I expected it to be a little bit more like a liquid lipstick. It is matte, so I expected it to be like a matte liquid lipstick, and it is not. It is not kiss proof. So it does transfer. It's not like a matte liquid lipstick where you find, you know, your lips are dry and it's kind of crusty and stuff. So in that sense, I was actually happy that it wasn't a matte liquid lipstick because it's very moussey, it's very creamy, it feels very, very nice on the lips. And to be honest, up until right now, when I did the kiss proof test, it always came off. So I don't know if maybe there is some trial and error, and maybe I just haven't been letting it dry well enough, because I am shocked. I just put this on right before recording this video, sat down and talked about the palette for all of this time, didn't eat or drink anything, didn't do anything special, and just kissed my hand, and I am pleasantly surprised to say I was wrong. Maybe I just need to let it dry, and it absolutely will dry down and be kiss proof. But up until now, I've been wearing it a few times in the last month when I got it, and it hasn't been kiss proof. It also, when you're drinking, it makes a mess all over your straw or all over your cup. But I will say, if I am not eating or drinking, it lasts a very, very long time. It feels amazing on my lips. It's very creamy. It's very moussey, actually. It feels like a mousse on my lips. So I do like it. I would say I have absolutely no complaints about it. It just wasn't what I was expecting, but I guess they never did claim for it to be a matte liquid lipstick. It is a lip paint. I do not have any other lip paints by Tarte, so I don't know if this is comparable to their lip paints. The doe foot applicator I really enjoy. It's nice and long, and it actually has a bit of an angle. So what I like about it is today I'm not actually wearing a liner, and so it was very easy to actually put it on my lips and be able to outline it very, very nicely. The other thing that I really like about it, it has this very nice minty scent. I have heard that that is indicative of some Tarte lip paints, so I don't know, again, because I don't own any other ones, but it's almost like a chocolate mint. It's very, very nice. So I do like it, and again, I am very, very thrilled. So was it worth my money? Absolutely. I love it. I will use it. I don't regret purchasing it. I do not regret purchasing the palette at all. It was absolutely worth my money. I am in Canada. I did pick it up at Sephora. I did hear that they got some more shipments, so there is more there as well. I also recently heard that other Sephoras have been getting them also in the US. So again, that's why I wanted to do this review. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a regular girl. So these are my regular girl opinions. And again, everybody is different. You may not agree with me. This is just what I have found. I will link Sephora's website for Canada and for the United States down below, just because I don't want to mention any prices, because it is different depending on where you are. So look it up if you're interested, see if it's available, maybe contact your store. But again, I really like it. I'm very happy with it. It definitely was worth my money. So I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you did, I would love a thumbs up. Also, I would love any comments you'd like to leave me down below. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love to have you, and I hope to see you again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.